Good morning, travel jazzman scholar. I was thinking that some ideas are like the closest of friends. You feel a certain affinity to them, you can't quite explain it. You might have two very disparate ideas, and you want them to get together and meet each other. And I like the idea that ideas are sentient, that they have a life of their own, that they exist sort of out there somewhere as maybe a morphic field. Rupert Sheldrake, and David Abrams. The idea that collection of thought that holds the idea, sustains the idea, it's actually living in some realm, non-visible, and that when we engage an idea, we've brought it in, and sometimes they're very fleeting and they leave. I was like, what was that? The undomesticatable ones, or at least the ones that are resistant to domestication. But I had this thought that sometimes you have to, for an idea to transform you, and that's one of the things that an idea can do, if you embody it. And to embody it is to have it become part of you. But to do that, you have to want that. And then you have to invite the idea in. And you have to dance with it. And wrestle with it. And even perhaps make love to it. You have to engage it in a way that covers the spectrum. At least sometimes that's what I have to do. I have to become its lover. To quarrel, to insist, to acquiesce, to engage. And sometimes I'll bring in several of these ideas and we will dance together. And then there will be a fusing of the ideas in me, and it's like I change. And then I want to talk about the ideas and I want to let others know. And it's this thing that we do, we humans, at least I do. I think we do. And the poet, the Sufi poet Hafiz, he talks a lot about God that way. God sometimes just wants to grab you by the hair and drag you around the room. Or sometimes God will be leading a parade and you'll just want to throw cabbage at the parade. It's like he doesn't just talk about this. He says, I don't just want to talk about the sweetness and the softness. I want to talk about all the other things that God is to him. It's beautiful poetry, and it got me thinking that ideas are a little bit like that. I want to hold them and bring them in and engage them and wrestle with them and befriend them and get to know them intimately. So, that's the thought for this morning. That's the idea that I've invited in.